Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, October 4th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. And after a tremendous short cover and rally yesterday, we are getting a follow through this morning right now. With 90 minutes to go prior to the opening, we're looking to gap higher and take out possibly last week's high. So we talk about baby steps for the buyers. First thing was to put the daily into balance. They checked that box off yesterday. Now, if they're able to take out the weekly high from last week, you'd be putting the weekly back into balance, and depending on how much we take it out by, the daily could be up. So after sellers on Friday made a yearly low, after sellers yesterday pre-market made a yearly low, things are changing here, possibly. So sellers starting to lose their grip. Right now, the overnight high in SPY is 373.59. The overnight low is 366.12. ES's high is 61.50, and the overnight low is 86.25. Triple Q is also looking to gap higher. They have a double distribution, as does SPY in the overnight, as you can see. Here's last night from 4 to 8. Here's this morning. So not only did they have a triple distribution day yesterday, they have a double distribution day so far this morning, as do we in the SPY. In the Russell, same thing. Now, Russell only had a double distribution day yesterday, but they also now have a double distribution day in their overnight. They got up to 173 about in the pre-market. Remember, 173.39. That crucial August of 2018 all-time high, which took 2 years to get back over. Now they're trying to get back to battle it again. So game plan for this morning. Now again, the bigger the gap, the less likely I want to get long right away. Okay? Especially if we're right near the weekly high. You know that sellers might try to defend that the first time. Could I possibly take a short the first time against that weekly high? Because that could be, we always talk about these algorithms being heat-seeking missiles, and that's their target. And that's a possibility. So depending in the next 90 minutes where the overnight high is, where we are in relation to last week's high, that's a possibility of a short just to see if it pulls back the first time. However, I'm still looking for longs on pullbacks, right? Right now, the gap in SPY is $4. I'm not looking for a long $4 above yesterday's high, okay? But I will be looking for longs at some point in the morning when we, hopefully, if we pull back. If not, then we wait until B period to see if we're one-time framing up. C period to see if we take out the IB high. Again, price doesn't matter that much to me. It's going to be the market-generated information. If MGI is telling me, yes, I should be buying as we go higher with higher prices, then I don't mind. But at least initially on the gap, I'll see if we get a pullback, as the overnight will be extremely long. Okay, those are early plays. Same thing in ES. Now, ES I have in ones. So as you can see, they had a 7-wide POC overnight. And we have backed off right now from last week's high. Now, don't forget also, there's a gap above us. So SPY's last week high is 372.30. The gap gets filled at 373.44. Our overnight high is 373.59. Again, there are no coincidences. Heat-seeking missiles to go take out the overnight high and the weekly high and fill the gap. So that's where we are right now at this point. That would be a visual level for me to probably take a short. And right above that, we're 12. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's above that. There's nothing for $2 until our 12 wide from September 22nd. So if we get acceptance, and again, you always hear that word in this room because that's important. You don't just trade at a level. You need acceptance either above it or below it. If you get acceptance above that weekly high, well, then there's nothing to that 12-wide point of control, which will become a nice target at some point. Again, if you're in the trading room, you'll be getting this as the market evolves with the profile being live streamed all day. Right now for $30 a month. Come January, it's going to $40. But whoever comes in will always stay at the price that they initially paid. As far as the weekly, if we take out last week's high, we'll come in to balance initially for 2 weeks. Depending on how much we get into the week of September 19th would depend whether it's a 2-week balance or a 3-week balance. And then on the daily, We're attempting to come out of a 7-day balance to the upside, fill the gap, and have the daily go from balance to up. We'll see if that happens, and then we'll see if we get a new progression of lower highs. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.